association with Midwest Whitetail. Parker Farm Service, AFM Land Sales presents Chasing Creations, been brought to you by Parker Farm Service, AFM Land Sales, The Great Outdoors, Surf and Turf, Shelby Motors, Gaston Auto Glass, Acorn Prints, Tim Harville Construction, Keep Brown Heating and Air, American Cycle Works, Carolina Cars, Franklin Signs and Graphics, Allied Insurance, and Tire Country.
It's gonna be a good day. You're pounding through the trails in a Kubota RTV utility vehicle with a powerful diesel engine, durable hydrostatic transmission, four-wheel drive, power steering, and an 1,100-pound payload. It'll take you where you've never been before. A little place called Satisfaction. The Kubota RTV 900 with real tree camo. Every day should be this good.
Have you heard about Gaston County's best-kept secret, the Surf and Turf Lodge? Surf and Turf Lodge is not your ordinary fish camp. We offer a wide selection of top-quality menu items like our steak, chicken, ribs, chops, seafood, and don't forget about our Captain Jack's children's menu. Surf and Turf Lodge offers our full menu for dine-in and carry-out with our easy and convenient drive-thru service. Stop by the Surf and Turf Lodge, conveniently located in Bessemer City. We're open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner and Sundays for lunch.
At Tire Country, we believe the best deal is not always the best price. If you spend a couple dollars extra now to get a better product that lasts longer and is made right here in the United States, you'll be way ahead in the long run. You'll leave Tire Country a customer for life. Just ask your neighbor. We've been keeping them on the road for over 30 years. Take advantage of 90-day financing with no credit check. All you need is a valid driver's license and checking account. This is your Tire Country, Union and Garrison, next to Bojangles, Gastonia.
Franklin Signs started in 1996 with the goal of producing only quality handcrafted signs to fit the customer's budget. And from that goal, we have signs of all shapes, sizes, and construction throughout the country. We are now a handcrafted sign facility, also offering state-of-the-art computer equipment. Our goal is to develop long-term partnerships. Franklin Signs is dedicated to you because we have a vested interest in your success and ours. Call today for a free estimate.
This segment is brought to you by Parker Farm Service.
Welcome to the grand finale of Chasing Creation. Boy, I cannot believe our first season is coming to an end.
I'm telling you, it feels like we're just getting started up good. But fall's around the corner, the cool air is flowing in, and deer season is cranking up. We're checking our trail cameras here. Something we've learned over the years, using this cob corn instead of whole corn, it keeps all the little critters from stealing your bait, and it makes the deer and turkey work harder for what you do have. You get some good pictures.
Okay, well, we have a great show for you today. Why don't you tell them about yours and your dad's hunt from Kansas last year?
Our favorite hunt of the year, we just get jacked up about it all year long. We look forward to it. We're heading out there, some big deer. Stay tuned for our grand finale deer hunt of the year. I think it'll get you excited for what's coming up. Meantime, we're gonna do our thing. Now, Dad, I don't think you're gonna find a father and son anywhere around this country that like chasing whitetails more than you and I.
Oh, I'm positive of that. If they're out there, I don't know where they are. I learned a long time ago, if you want to kill a big whitetail, you have to go to where the big whitetail are. And that's why first couple weeks in November, first week of December, you'll find us heading to Ohio and Kansas.
Ohio has put a whooping on us this year.
Tough.
3 trips first part of November, came back empty-handed. There's some shooters still on their feet out there in Ohio.
Oh, we saw some great deer and just couldn't close the deal. Got in there just a tad late one morning. Big boy chasing doe right under my stand. Didn't have an arrow knocked yet. It's been a tough year.
We're still shaking our head over that, but all I gotta say about this episode is Kansas Jayhawk fed, thoroughbred.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk is a good year in Kansas.
It's November the 30th. The North Carolina boys would like to be the first to welcome you to Kansas. What?
This is a Carolina condo that we brought out to Kansas, that we found here in Kansas, that's right. This is a Carolina condo.
The Carolina boys hunt very smarter, not
That's right.
harder.
Very
than Kansas.
smarter. Now, it's smart, very smarter. Is that a word?
Very much so.
Very much so. Okay.
We're out here, it is what, 30 degrees with a 30-mile-an-hour wind blowing?
Yep.
I want to introduce to you Cheap
Cheap
Charlie.
Charlie.
He's the one who makes this Kansas hunt possible. You got a little short clip of him last year on my Kansas harvest, but he makes it possible. We appreciate the farmer and his wife. And we got Mr. Stevie here with us this year. He's cutting the window open so that we can shoot out this window here this afternoon.
Break-in man. The break-in man.
Now, it was dry as cracker juice out in Kansas this year, but I'm gonna tell you, it was a December to remember. But this time, I had to make a decision. Do I shoot the biggest buck of my life off camera, or do I carry the camera with me and probably watch him go off into the horizon? I left my camera in position. I had to jump down in a ditch, run a couple hundred yards and pop up the last minutes of daylight, and there he was. My biggest deer ever. Get down here with me. Oh. I put the camera down when I saw this booger coming at me. We've had a bad luck year. Last time I pulled the trigger was last year. Mr. Cheap Charlie, we tried to film him this morning. He went and shot a 10-point off camera.
Yep.
And doggone if I said, well, I'm gonna shoot a 10-pointer off camera, or 11 or 12-point, whatever he is. Good. This is
a nice one.
I want you to look here at my biggest deer
Ever.
ever. Thank you, Lord.
Well, mine's my
Thank you.
biggest deer ever, but he's not quite this big.
Thank you, Mr. Cheap.
Mr. Allen.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, got my biggest buck ever that measured 161 gross. Thank you, Lord.
Good morning and welcome to Midwest Whitetail, Kansas version. It's December the 2nd. It's about 6:37, 7:37. Sun's just popping up, 25 degrees. Second day of the season, gun season. Jeff and Cheap Charlie both tagged out yesterday. It was 10 degrees yesterday morning. so it's warmed up today, 25. We're out in a huge green field along a creek bed. Sun's coming up. We're facing the east, so that sun's gonna be right in our eyes here in a minute. We're in a nice blind in an old whale house type thing. Got concrete around us in a blind. Stay with us. Jeff and I teamed up on our second day. We were hunting a blind overlooking a big green field in the creek bottom. And the big boys weren't moving that day. Saw a lot of does, about 20 does. So we decided to bail out about 11 o'clock, but before we did, here come a big old coyote. Set up. He's coming out here. Wait. Are you on him? Yeah. Drop straight down. Hey, look here. Look at me. I just shot a coyote. My first ever coyote. Looky here. We didn't get a big buck this morning, but we wound up shooting an old mangy coyote, helping out our farmer. He's been so gracious to let us hunt here, and his wife, she's got a bunch of cats, and she said, there's an old mangy coyote killing all my cats. She said, if you see it, shoot it. So hopefully this is that villain. Female. Well, we did a good deed for the day. That is one nasty coyote.
With more than 40 years' experience, AFM Land Sales has highly trained professionals qualified to give advice on the sale or purchase of timberland, agriculture, recreational, investment, and conservation properties. With offices located throughout the U.S., AFM Land Sales has been helping landowners acquire, improve, manage, and enjoy millions of acres of land throughout America. For more information, visit afmlandsales.com or call 855-AFM-LAND.
Does your car need a little pick-me-up? Let the experts at Gaston Auto Glass help. We're your one-stop shop for accessories, glass, and more for your car, truck, or SUV. Auto glass replacement, in-shop or mobile, with master-certified technicians. Window tinting, spray-on bed liners, custom wheels and tires, ARE, fiberglass caps and lids, and Retrax retractable tonneau covers. As a premier Lumar dealer, we have the finest window film available, and we offer a limited lifetime guarantee on extreme liner spray-on. The perfect bed liner for your truck. Gaston Auto Glass. For auto glass and so much more. Stop by or call us today.
Allied Insurance is conveniently located on 321 in Clover, just 7 miles from the North Carolina state line. Allied Insurance covers both North and South Carolina, working in all lines of insurance. life, home, auto, business, motorcycle, and boat. We represent many insurance companies, saving you time and money. While you enjoy life, we'll work for you. Call for a free insurance comparison, and remember, Allied Insurance, your insurance savings store.
Shelby Chrysler Jeep has a new owner, and we brought a new attitude. We want to be your dealer for life, so we're offering you free oil changes, free nitrogen in your tires, free loaners, free shuttles, and free car washes for the life of your car. Great cars at low prices at Shelby Chrysler Jeep is what will bring you here. The way you're treated will keep you coming back again and again. Come see the great new attitude for yourself at Shelby Chrysler Jeep, Highway 74.
This segment is brought to you by Keith Brown Heating and Air.
We'd like to thank Mike Grooms from G&G Taxidermy for all the great tips he's given us. Now for this week, Jeff, what's the tip of the week?
Well, if you like Chasing Creation, then show your appreciation on our chasingcreation.com store. We've got some new t-shirts on there. Also this off season, we hope to be putting some winter wear on there.
And if you missed any of our shows this season, we invite you to visit our website because we're going to be uploading one show a week. So if you missed it, this will be a chance you can catch up what you missed. And also, Jeff, Nicole, I'd like to say a special thanks to our sponsors this year. These are all people that we know, that we use, and we certainly encourage you to visit them if you need their products.
They've been great. We've enjoyed dealing with them this year. And I'm going to tell you, keep in touch with us on Facebook. We're going to put something fresh on there each day, maybe each week. But what we're doing this fall and in the winter, coming up to our next season. So interact with us on there and keep in touch with us.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Get all you need for the great outdoors at the Great Outdoors Cherville. Get all the gear and accessories to make that next fishing or hunting trip successful, plus a whole lot more: work clothes, footwear, archery equipment, and a huge selection of guns and ammunition. At the Great Outdoors, you'll find those hard-to-find local fishing lures everybody's talking about on the Bass and FLW tours. Plus, the latest from Barry's Custom Lures, hand-painted crankbaits, Brian's Bee, Strike King, and more. Hunters, there's a huge selection of outdoor clothing, tree stands, all the accessories, and a selection of guns that make Mr. Winchester, Smith & Wesson, and Ruger blush. The Great Outdoors is your bow hunting headquarters and is authorized dealers for several lines, including Matthews and Parker. The Great Outdoors has just what you need. If it has to do with the outdoors, it has to be at the Great Outdoors, conveniently located in Cherville, North Carolina at 112A Cherry Street. Call them 704-445-8848 or log on 24/7 at teamgreatoutdoors.com.
Here at American Cycle Works, home of the Carolina Thunder and proud members of the CBA, we're a Harley-Davidson and American V-twin service, parts, customizing, and accessory store. Our technicians are Harley-Davidson factory certified with over 30 years of experience. From a scheduled maintenance to a complete rebuild, no job is too big or too small, and we're fully insured for your peace of mind. So ride in and see us at American Cycle Works.
When it comes to carts, trailers, street rods, and classic cars, Carolina Cars and Custom Carts has got it all. Just look at all these hot rods. And golf carts. With financing available, Carolina Cars and Custom Carts has everything from standard carts ready for the course to fully customized carts. Our service techs can customize anything for you. Just pick out the accessories you want. Need a trailer? We've got all types of trailers right here. Get one with your cart. Make the drive down 321 in Gastonia to Carolina Cars and Custom Carts. You'll wish you did sooner.
This segment is brought to you by Carolina Cars and Custom Carts.
The section we were hunting this year in Kansas is experiencing an extreme drought. But the good luck is there's a huge creek running through our property, so we knew where the big boys would be coming. For our second afternoon hunt, Jeff and I are teamed up and we are heading to the creek. Got a green field about 100 yards out. It's about 60 degrees, December 2nd. They're experiencing a pretty bad drought here in southwest Kansas. It's, according to our farmer, he said he's been farming 40 years and it's the driest he's ever seen it.
Last year they had the wettest spring and summer, but now it's real dry. We're very blessed that there's a big creek running right through our property, and automatically the deer are coming there. We've seen more shooter bucks this year than we've seen the past 3 years put together.
We had to walk about a mile to get to where we wanted to hunt, and we got there, we looked around, and we just had to improvise for our setup that afternoon. Before we even got set up, the deer started filing into the field. I had to set up against a small downfall, and Jeff, he had to stand up and back into a little cedar tree with the tripod fully extended. The farmer had told us about a big white 8 he'd been seeing, and guess who showed up? I knew before the afternoon was over, I'd be crawling. Thank goodness for some good tall grass and a little rise in the field, so off I go. I had to crawl about 75 yards to flip my bipod down and get a steady rest to get a shot off. I got in position, I got in my crosshairs, I took the gun off safety, I squeezed the trigger with hopes of putting him in the truck. Belly's sore from crawling. 75 yards. Pretty nice little 8-point, I believe. Probably 110, 120 class.
Yeah. He's the widest deer we've ever shot. He's wide. He's 20 plus, 22, 3, 4. Whew. Oh man, that's almost like work. But I love doing it. I like work. Cause killing's my business, see? And business has been good lately. What a pretty day here, what the Lord has blessed us with. Welcome to Midwest Whitetail, Kansas edition. Well, as you can see, the sun's going down, and that's not the only thing that went down this afternoon. You can see this mature 8-point. Can't even begin to reach around his neck. Huge animal. But he's mature, I think he's gonna get. because he's going on the Bryant Wall. I got Mr. Jeff Bryant as my cameraman today. I had to put I'm still breathing hard, about a 75-yard stalk on this boy by crawling like a snake. But look what I brought home. Boy's got his brow tines all busted up. Good, about a 21-inch inside spread. Jeff was my guide today. He set us up in a place, and I'm like, let's move. I don't like this. We had to set up against some downfalls. The temperature got up a little bit today. The wind shifted to the southeast, so we had a good wind. And they're still in the middle of a drought, so we knew to stay around the lake. So, thank goodness, the 2,600 miles we drove, we'll drive time we get home back to the Carolinas, has been worth the trip. Jeff's tagged out, Chief Charlie's tagged out, and now the old man in the garage tagged out. That would be me. How sweet it is. Jeff, you got me on the score, but I'm happy.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that show and the whole first season of Chasing Creation.
That's right, it's not over, it's just getting started here. Stay up with us on Facebook during the off season and go to chasingcreation.com as we upload this season's shows for you. Hey, and I'm already getting pumped up about next year, second season. We already got Nicole catching a trophy trout.
And Jeff went on an alligator hunt.
Yeah, and we did just get back from California filming Nicole on a bear hunt. So stay with us, don't go too far. We're gonna be back pretty soon.
And in the meantime, you guys start chasing creation.
Y'all start chasing creation.